Hey Gemini, what's up guys? I hope everybody is well. We're going to go ahead and do a general what you need to know message. So if that's something that interests you, go ahead and stick around. Gemini, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box because that's going to have all the information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe. So go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Okay, Gemini, if you are returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope that you're doing what's best for you. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you for all the good vibes. It really does mean the world. Let's go ahead and get into this. A general what you need to know. We are going to pull from the animal deck first because we haven't pulled from this in a while, and I just want to see what kind of energy Gemini is in right now. What does Gemini need to know currently? That's way too many, guys. That's like 4 cards. What does Gemini need to know currently? Okay. Hey, that was in there, so it came back out. Nice. So we have the whale. You're coming up for air, Gemini, after it, my nose is itching instantly. So your psychic abilities could really be strengthening at this time, Gemini. You are getting a lot of intuitive downloads, intuitive hits. You're just having the sense of knowing, like you know things that you couldn't possibly know, Gemini, okay? That is kind of the energy that I'm getting. Like there's a psychic awakening happening for a lot of you guys. You could have definitely been going through some kind of ascension and you're finally coming out of that now. There is this energy of coming from the darkness to the light though, okay? So you're feeling better about yourself. You're feeling more sure. You're feeling more calm. If you went through some kind of loss or you've suffered some kind of dark night of the soul, you've just been really suffering. It feels like you're coming out of that. You're coming up for air. For some of you guys, you took the deep dive because you knew that you needed to feel it to heal it for some of you guys. So you purposely went into your emotions, you purposely went into the depths, and you took your time to heal the situation. But you must come up for air, Gemini. You know that staying down there is going to cause stagnicity. In other words, you won't come back up, right? So you know that you have to kind of get on with your life. You have to move forward. And there's something about ancient wisdom with this whale. Like you've experienced so much. You've had so many life experiences. This is truly another one that you are adding, you know, and it has its place. It's taught you something. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. There's the energy of being very grateful, actually, for the lesson that you've learned through this, for the deep dive that you just had to take. Because that's the energy I get. Like you just took a deep dive and now you're coming back up, you know? I do feel like you're ready for fun, Gemini. You're ready to have a good time. Some of you guys are curious or you want to meet somebody new or you have met somebody new. Maybe there's somebody that's caught your eye or something that's caught your eye. Golden egg. There's like a golden, like the world is your oyster. That's the kind of energy I'm getting with the otter to the golden egg. It's like you want to have fun. There's a curiosity with the fox energy. You know, you want to meet new people. You want to try new things, try new foods, go to new places, experience things you haven't experienced before. You really have been kind of keeping yourself in this very serious energy of reflection, of learning, of absorbing the lesson. And I feel like, again, down in the darkness, there's a lot of connecting to spirit. You know, when I'm in a dark space, when I'm not doing good, when I'm, you know, going through it, I'm in this energy here. Like in the depths, in the darkness, in the void, but spirit's always there with me. There's always this connecting with spirit. So when I come back up for air, I usually do come with this new sense of purpose, this new sense of enlightenment, or almost like a new lease on life because I've done my healing work, I've felt it, I've cried it out, I've screamed it out, I've gotten angry, I've blamed everyone else and come back to the conclusion that I'm the one that holds the power. I can stay a victim, I can blame the circumstances, I can blame the person, I can get, you know, I can stay in this darkness if I want to, but you know, what we're here to do is ascend. We are here to rise, okay? So there's this energy of bringing it back to self, knowing that you have the power and coming up for air. I'm getting that very strongly. Gemini, there could be travel soon, or there could just be a big shift or movement that's coming in your life, okay? Especially around Cancerian season for some of you guys. I'm getting that very strongly. I feel like there's been this energy of feeling very vulnerable when it comes to life right now, or feeling like things are maybe up in the air with that tarantula energy. You need to make a choice. You have different options in front of you, different paths that you can go down. For some of you, you're coming out of that situation. You have made a decision and there is no coming back from that decision. That's for some of you guys. Now you've chosen the path and this is the path you must go down. That is for some of you guys, okay? I'm just getting this energy of getting over an ascension. Yeah, there's been a lot of reflection, and you are gliding away. For some of you guys, you are, okay? There's this energy here of just really, you know, taking off the mask when it comes to yourself and seeing yourself in a very real and clear way, getting to the bottom of something so you can finally, again, have a new perspective. That's what I'm getting. There's been a lot of fear with the rabbit energy, a lot of kind of making choices based off of fear, or feeling like there's fears that you need to overcome. You need to face your fears. You know, what's going to happen if I do this? What's going to happen if I do that? Seeing a lot of triggers, dealing with things, possibly even heavily like in your family too. Like seeing how fears are being triggered within your family and those cycles and how they're ongoing. It's like wanting to come up for air for that, wanting to really distance yourself from this dark energy, this negative energy that you feel. And I feel like it's cycles. Like Gemini, if you are feeling like this dark energy is attached to one person, one situation, you are sorely mistaken. And I feel like that would be like, I don't know though, right? You know your life better than me. But I feel like with the sea serpent, this is how I read the cards. This is probably not the meaning of the cards when you look at the guidebook. I am a very intuitive reader. I feel like you've been protected. You've been working on yourself. Okay? I feel like you've been defeating a lot of cycles within your life, and the dark energy that you feel like you are detaching yourself from currently, or moving yourself away from, you've seen this cycle in many different situations, many different places, many different faces. You've seen the same energy. It's a cycle that you are needing to break. It's the energy of like an ancestral wound or ancestral curse, if that's what you want to call it, okay? I don't like to call them generational curses because I don't believe in curses. I believe in patterns. I believe in cycles. I believe in trauma, okay? And how it creates patterns, it creates cycles in your life that need to be broken. And that's why you choose to be the chosen one and break those cycles. Yes, the butterfly, you choose to be the butterfly, to change from the caterpillar to the butterfly. And that is what's happening here, Gemini. You've had some kind of transition. You've taken a deep look at yourself and you've had a transition. You're not the same anymore, but yet you are. Like the butterfly, that's the thing. The caterpillar and the butterfly, it's like it does change into a completely different creature, but it's still the same entity. It's still the same soul. If animals or butterflies or whatever could have a soul, which I'd like to think that they do, there's got to be something operating them, right? So I kind of feel like there's that energy of like it's still the same thing. Like the DNA, the genetics are still the same. It's just that things have changed. With this tiger and this golden egg, you're very passionate about what you don't know, which I actually kind of like that, Gemini. Yes, the cosmic egg. I like this egg energy. Egg for me in divination is talking about potential, okay? I just saw 757 on the time when I looked at the timer. I feel like there's this energy here of like, I'm excited, I'm passionate to go out there and get what I don't know is out there waiting for me, right? I don't know what's out there waiting for me. New opportunities, new ways to make money, new hobbies, new experiences, new foods, new people, new lovers, new friends, new mentors, new spiritual concepts, just new places to live, new adventures. It's like you're looking at life in a way of like the potential, like what is out there, you know? I like this energy, Gemini, I gotta say. Let's get into some oracle, but I really like this energy because it feels like you're coming out of this heaviness and you're just we're feeling better, you know, whatever you've reflected on, whatever you have seen, whatever cycle you have recognized and you've taken your power back from, it did you good. That's the energy I'm getting. There's a lot of healing that's happening here. Some of you have went through such a heavy ascension. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. So I love this. Some of you guys have went through such a heavy ascension that it's like you needed to take a moment to recalibrate yourself because it was just very intense. I love this. Homecoming, afterlife, the conch shell. This reminds me of Moana, the movie, okay, obviously, where each chief would put like a rock to represent their legacy pretty much on top of the mountain where, you know, that was behind their village or whatever, and she put the shell. So there's something about that, claiming your legacy, you know? And when you really think about the story of Moana, she did go through this dark night. She did go through this whole journey where she got brought down to the depths where she didn't even believe in herself anymore, and she had to call on her ancestor, aka her grandmother, and she had to, like, you know, get that pep talk. She had to go into the darkness and again commune with spirit. Like I said, spirit's always there in the darkness. Spirit is there. Okay? It's just up to you to recognize that and to see that, to have that connection with spirit, you know? Some things are not for the eyes to see, but only for the heart to be felt, is what they just said to me. So take it as it resonates. But with the conch shell, the homecoming, you're coming back to yourself after life, after this death, after this transformation that you've went through. The dog representing spirit for me, always in divination, okay? Loyalty, belonging. It's like you're coming back to yourself. You're loyal to yourself, Gemini, okay? And in the most positive of ways, and loyal to things that are loyal to you. You want to be loyal to yourself. For some of you, you really want to forge these strong connections. For very few of you, this could probably be like 0.111% or some shit like that. I feel like there could be somebody who's coming back after a long time of being gone, okay? After some kind of transformation or death that they went through. This could be like somebody was like, I don't know, went to war or something, came back, maybe went to prison and came back, went to rehab. This could definitely be an ex or somebody from your past, but if that's that, it feels like this person has went through a major transformation, and it's not like the toxic ex coming back to fucking waste your time again. It doesn't feel like that, okay? There isn't even really, if that's the case, look, wow, that's so crazy. The Dogwood Blossoms. If you guys know this deck and you know the guidebook, this actually talks about reconciliation. So there is that kind of energy of something being reconciled in your life. It could be with a person, Gemini, or it could just be something within yourself. And you know how I am. So you choose what resonates for you, and I'll choose what resonates for me, okay? Because I doubt very seriously. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Dashed hopes and mourning. I don't look at that energy of like people coming back. I look at me coming back to myself. That's how I am, okay? You guys get in where you fit in. Mojo bag, justice and karma. Did I not say that there was some kind of cleansing of a cycle here, Gemini? There really was. You know, I feel like you gained some kind of positive karma for what you went through. And like, they keep drawing me back to that story of Moana, and it's very similar in the aspect of like, she had to go on the journey. She had to, in a sense, prove herself, even though she was selected from a young age. Like, she was selected and she was different, and you know, her grandmother was teaching her, well, while not teaching her, quote unquote, the entire time. But she had to choose the journey. She had to choose herself. She did throw the stone back at one point and said, you got the wrong person, pretty much. Go find somebody else. And the ocean took the stone back, you know, signifying that spirit will always give you a choice. It's your choice. This whale can choose to stay down in the depths if it wants to, but it chooses to rise. I hope I'm not being too, like, fucking cliche with this. Okay, we have armadillo basket. Wow, Gemini, you are fiercely protected. So if listen, because we know, right, with this mojo bag, anybody trying to put some kind of whatever heebie-jeebie on you or some shit like that, dancing under the fucking moon, okay, cutting off rat heads and stuff. I don't know. There's just something like that. I feel like somebody might have tried to do something like that to you. You are severely protected, fiercely protected, okay? Gemini, there's just something about the connection you have with spirit. There's just something about you. I don't know. I am not a believer in spirit showing favoritism. I don't think that spirit necessarily works like that, but there is something about you, particularly the Gemini I'm reading for right now. You will know if this reading is resonating for you. I feel like there's something about you that spirit, you do have some kind of special contract or special connection, or you are connected, like you are. And so spirit is there for you. Spirit protects you. You connect to spirit, spirit connects to you. That's the energy I'm getting. That's what I'm getting, guys. You know, I feel like you're fiercely protected. I feel like anything that even tries to touch you is instantly batted back. It's instantly returned to sender. And this shit is hitting people in very hard ways. Because when it's not enough to say you're protected, when it's talking about being fiercely protected, it's like when spirit sends something back, it sends it back with some stank on it, and like the energy of next time it's gonna be something you really care about. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. So if people are trying to send shit your way, it's getting sent back and it's hitting them in ways that hurts, okay? I don't like to focus on that energy. I don't like to focus on the bad things that are happening to people, even if they low-key deserve it, because that's not how I work. You know, I'm not a person who necessarily seeks out revenge. I just know that the universe works by a karmic law. What you put out is what you receive back, okay? 44 could be significant, 26, 10, but 44 is definitely significant. We picked that up in the most recent reading, I believe, where we were seeing a lot of fours. So that is confirmation for you, okay? If that resonated for you with that message in that previous reading, that's confirmation. You are being fiercely protected. Some of you guys might see armadillos. If you're seeing roadkill, armadillo roadkill, or any kind of roadkill, that is a sign that your ancestors are kicking ass on the other side, or that you're just being fiercely protected. Yes, look. Confirmation. That's my card for the ancestors. Some of you guys might see something and it might cause you to be very shocked or in awe of just the divinity of it all, the divine synchronization of it all. There could be something that happens where you're just like, wow. There's almost this shock. Yes. Prophecies and communication. I do feel that, but the pine cone, third eye, and new perspective. I feel like some of you guys are going to get a shocking revelation, or you're going to have some kind of vision. Some of you guys could have a vision of your past life, your home planet, if you consider yourself a star seed. I'm getting that kind of energy. Some of you guys might go to a seance, or you're invited to a seance and you see something, or there's some kind of spirit that approaches you. I don't know, that's just what I'm getting. I'm also getting something about dominoes. Not the pizza place, guys, but the fucking game. The game dominoes. I don't know how somebody would use that for divination, but somebody might use domino pieces for divination, okay? Or dice or something like that, all right? I'm getting like numerology too, like somebody being into numerology. They're also showing me like, oh God, what are they? They're like Chinese dragons or Chinese demons or something. Like from the, that movie, the Bruce Lee story, those sculptures that he was scared of as a little kid, that's what they're showing me. So I don't know, for some of you that might resonate for you guys. That might be part of your religion, your culture, your beliefs. I don't know. I feel like a very much connecting to that part of yourself, though. This feels like a very spiritual reading. And it feels like you are connecting with your spiritual side, your spirituality. You're connecting with spirit. Like I said, for a lot of you, when you go to the darkness, you're just like me. Spirit's there waiting for you. Maybe not for everybody. Shit, I can't speak for everybody. So if that don't resonate for you, if you're like, Jessica, no, when I'm fucking down and out, no, spirit's not there. Then maybe this reading isn't for you, brother/sister, because I'm talking to people that when they go to the darkness, spirit's waiting there for them, you know, and you know that's how you do your healing, or that's where you do your healing. You're like a seed being planted. You're like a fetus in the womb, okay? You're like the lily that's coming out of the mud. That's just the energy I get. Like in the darkness is where you grow for whoever I'm talking to. You're very good at, you know, dismantling these old outdated beliefs and truths, and you don't have to kind of, I'm not talking to people right now who are set in their ways. Like, you are very open and flowy. You're willing to change an opinion if the facts change, if it makes sense for you, if it resonates within you. This is not the energy of somebody who's willing to just like stick to something to the very end, even if it's just like sheer blind ignorance is the kind of energy I'm getting, especially with this abandoned plantation energy. Gemini, there could be something in your life that you've abandoned. There was an ugly truth that you had to see about somebody. There could have even been some kind of racism or something involved, like low-key. Maybe you picked up on that. Maybe that's something that caused you to kind of pull back, protect yourself. You had to come back to yourself, call back your power. There could have been some like criticism or some discrimination or something where you felt like you were singled out, or there was something where maybe somebody, I don't know, maybe like a wild accusation or some shit is also what I'm getting to. I almost feel like there's this energy of what's meant to be dismantled is being dismantled, and what's meant to continue to be bring longevity to your life and continue to be strong and grow is. And I feel like there's something about your ancestral roots or something here. Maybe you had to see something ugly about your family for some of you guys. Maybe some kind of justice or karma came through when you called back your power, when you digged into the deep darkness of something to do with your ancestral roots, your family, or a situation. I don't know, Gemini. I feel like I'm not making sense anymore. Either way, you went through a whole motherfucking cycle here. Okay, with the cicada energy, like from start to finish, you have finished something out. That's why the karma card is out here. You have earned some kind of good karma. I feel like you're fiercely protected. That could be some good karma that's coming through. You have extra protection, or you're just extra cloaked or something. For some of you guys, like, your good karma is that Spirit will slay all your enemies. As long as you do what you're supposed to be doing, Spirit's gonna do what it's supposed to be doing. Like, that's the kind of energy I'm getting for some of you guys. I don't know. Yeah, because there has been some kind of conflict, especially in your family. Like I said, or something to do with your family. You're like, anyways, whatever. They're your family, right? But it's like you're seeing where maybe some of you guys are seeing where you're different than your family, or you just do not fit in, and that's okay. You're being fiercely protected. Yeah. That's what I'm getting. There was this negative energy that you really did break free from. Again, that's what that's echoing here. Coming out of the darkness, not allowing these negative thoughts to keep a hold of you, choosing to come to the light, choosing to heal, choosing to resurface or come out of hiding for some of you guys too, because I'm getting that energy. All right, so this homecoming, let's get some energy on this. Again, 10 could be significant, or 1. You could be a life path 1. Okay. Life path 8 could be significant too. Both of these are 8. So life path 8, life path 1. Okay, the conch shell, what is this for Gemini? The Tower. For some of you guys, yes, you had to really call your power back. For some of you guys, you had to go through some kind of rebirth. I'm getting a strong rebirth energy with the Tower, because with the destruction, with this seeing something for what it really is, the clarity, the epiphany, again, the download that came through, something, whatever this was that came through, you had to call your power back from this. For some of you guys, you had to call your power back and come back to yourself after a really volatile situation, or a situation with somebody who was extremely manipulative. Heavy Scorpio energy. We have Cancer energy out here too. The Chariot. I do feel like some of you guys, you really did have to work on your own balance to be able to keep your Chariot moving forward. I feel like this, whatever this was, it affected you a lot. I'm almost getting with the conch shell too, like the sound when you blow the conch shell. Like maybe Spirit had to call you home for a second with this whale. I'm getting that. For some reason, I feel like Spirit had to call you home. And for some of you, that is it's just in the darkness. It's in the isolation. I don't know what to say. You go up around the mountain, right? With the King of Swords there. That's the energy I'm getting. It doesn't have to necessarily be like the darkness. It doesn't have to be like you get dark and you get negative and you shut all the blades, the shades is what I meant to say. And you just, you sleep in your bed for a week. It doesn't have to be like that, but it's like an energy of isolation, or an energy of turning off the lights. Nobody's home. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to communicate. I just want to think. I want to reflect. I want to be on my own with Spirit. It's like that kind of energy. Is really what I'm getting. I don't know if this is resonating. Let's keep moving though. This Tower, whatever this was, there was something that was very destructive in your life, and yes, you had to put your foot down in regards to something. King of Swords. For some of you guys, you're done with these like low vibing energies, these low vibing connections. Golly, people who talk a lot of shit, but they don't do a lot of shit. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. Petty people who 1 minute they love you, the next minute you're just a fucking ship in their port, right? Okay, it's that kind of energy. Like, you're just done with it. You know that you deserve more. You know that you deserve better. You know that you give exactly what you say you're going to give. You're a very honest person. The King of Swords is very honest, and plus I'm getting very regal and noble energy off that whale for some reason. Okay, like, you've been through a lot. You too old to be fucking around with people's emotions. You ain't got time for somebody crazy at your door or stalking you on social media or doing it. Like, you don't want that kind of negative attention in your life, so you don't mess with people in a negative way. But that doesn't stop other people from coming in and doing their shit to you or trying you with their bullshit. That's the energy I'm getting. Yeah, you're healing after somebody who is definitely, I feel like this person, immature, okay? Emotionally stunted. Maybe stopped developing at a certain age. Maybe they had something traumatic happen in their childhood and they stopped emotionally developing at that time. Whatever. Either way, you got beat up by a situation. Some of you might have been this King of Swords. Like you're coming back home to yourself after this King of Swords. For some of you, you're this King of Swords, and you're coming back home to yourself after getting beat up. Take it as it resonates, because I know I read for all kinds. Death energy, that's double Scorpio. There is the homecoming after death. For some of you, there is, oh my gosh, I don't know, but I'm getting this energy. For some of you, you guys are definitely going to see something from the other side, okay? With the homecoming afterlife card, the death, the tower, yeah. Okay, for some of you, this is going to be a masculine energy. This could be a father figure. This could be a brother. You might see somebody that passed away. Like, you might, like, literally see them. Like, in your home. You might wake up. They might be sitting in a chair across from your bed. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to freak nobody out. I'm just getting, this is the energy I'm getting. I'm getting somebody waking up and seeing somebody sitting in a chair across from them. Maybe you fall asleep on the couch or something. Okay? I'm getting the energy of somebody coming down a hallway and coming into their, you know, main part of their house from the hallway and seeing them standing there. And it's shocking because it's not like it's just a random fucking person in your house. It's your father or your uncle that passed away or your grandfather. Or for some of you, this could be somebody you've seen in pictures. You've never actually met this person. Like, this is the great-great-grandfather. Or it could be a feminine energy, but it strongly feels like a masculine energy. This person could be Scorpio or have some kind of air in their chart, perhaps. For some of you guys are gonna like hightail it and run. For some of you, you're just gonna be shocked and not know what to say or what to do. It does feel like it's very shocking though with the Fool energy. The Fool to the Five of Wands and the Page of Swords. You're conflicted about this, whatever you see. But that's just for some of you guys. For the majority of you, yes, this is after this really volatile situation or where something, you had to see something for what it was and it was painful, but you had to let this cycle close, and you notice this cycle, this reoccurrence of this fucking cycle in your life in different places, different faces. Like I said, it's the same old cycle, same old darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. That's the energy I'm getting. I've been hearing that song this whole reading. I just haven't said it. But that's what I'm getting. Like, this is just a familiarity. There's something about that, guys. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. This reading feels... What is this mojo? We need to keep it moving like Susan. Shout out to Susan, though. Look. Guys, Justice coming out on top of the Justice card. Wow, okay? The Karma card. Listen, I'm telling you guys, you definitely turned your back on some kind of negative situation. Because of that, you earned some good karma, Gemini. You completed a cycle. You completed a lesson. You learned something. Okay, and because of that, naturally, you're moving to a new step, or you're being rewarded something that was going to come to you when you got to this certain point. That's what I'm getting. Three of Wands with the Justice. Some kind of justice is coming in towards you. Some kind of situation is going to be reconciled, or there's justice that's going to come through. This could be somebody coming through to say that they're sorry to you or they want to make it right. This could definitely be an old boss contacting you saying they're sorry that they fired you, got rid of you. How can we make this right? You might hear that, you know, something happened and it just, I don't know, it makes you feel like justice has been served. There's something about that. Justice is on the horizon for somebody. You're going to see it, you're going to hear about it, or it's coming to your door. I do feel like this is something you manifested, again, through your actions, through learning the lessons, through coming back to yourself, calling your power back, definitely allowing yourself to heal, feel it to heal it. You pulled your energy back and you protected yourself. You put up healthy boundaries, Gemini. You didn't let nobody talk to you crazy, too. Because there's this energy, too, like something happened where you saw the truth about somebody. With this King of Swords, he can kind of be a hard ass. He can be mean. He can be very manipulative. He can be very cutting with his words. There could have been somebody that said something to you and it woke you up when they said something like that. It caused you to feel like you had to choose yourself. And in choosing yourself, that was actually a lesson that you completed. I don't know. That's for somebody. Libra energy out here. And, of course, heavy-ass Scorpio. And for some reason, I'm getting Capricorn. All right. Probably because I'm feeling like there's darkness here, but there's different types. And it's like almost like I am getting devil energy, even though I don't see it. So, all right. Armadillo. What is Spirit protecting Gemini from? Ace of Swords. Look. Eight of Swords. For some of you, yeah, somebody is trying to confuse your mind or get you all spun up or spin a story, gaslight you. People definitely could be trying to manipulate you and try to make you feel like, oh, you're the problem, or this is really why this happened, when you know the truth, Gemini. So for some of you, Spirit is protecting your truth. Okay? There could be people out there trying to spread rumors about you, and for whatever reason, they're showing me a tongue with a rubber band around it. I don't know what the fuck that means, but that's what they just showed me. Like Spirit's putting a rubber band around somebody's tongue where they're not going to be able to speak ill on your name. Like every time they speak ill on your name, something bad's going to happen to them. What the? This is some crazy. This is what I'm getting though. Spirit's protecting your truth, protecting your mind, protecting your peace of mind. This crow here, protecting your psychic abilities, protecting your knowledge, your information, your secrets even, because they're yours, they're nobody else's. There could be somebody who's going around trying to spread all your personal stuff around too. I feel like Spirit's protecting your money here, protecting all the potential that you have too, because we saw a lot of that. The potential to grow, whatever potential you have in the future, because you do have things coming in on the horizon that are just karmic retribution. I'm getting like ancestral blessings and gifts with this too that are coming in on the horizon with this Three of Wands. For some of you, a soulmate connection is being protected. Your health is being protected. I feel like this is you, Gemini, in this bubble of protection. And this is all these motherfucking haters or this negative energy or the rumors, the gossip, the magic people are trying to shoot your way or whatever. I mean, whatever it is, it's like you're in here. You are protected. Wow. Like fiercely protected is the energy I'm getting. Like, Gemini, you don't need to worry about anything. I don't feel like you are though. Okay, let's get some advice and some additional messages and be up out of here, because I don't feel like you are worried. I gotta be real with you. This feels like you're not worried about anything. Like, you know where you're going. You know, yes, abundance. Look, self-love, self-worth, self-value, self-respect, abundance. You got an abundance of that shit. You got an abundance of self-worth, self-love, self-respect, self-value. You have an abundance of putting yourself first in the most best possible way, like I said. Okay, look, a whale and a whale. I just noticed that. Holy cow. There's something about this. Look how this whale and you're underneath is like when you did go through some kind of deep transformation in whatever this dark energy was. Like, that's why you're thankful for the lesson. You're like, I'm thankful for that wave. Let's ride the next one, because I can only imagine what the next one's going to bring me. I don't know. It's kind of spiritually masochist almost. Like, I like the lessons because even though they hurt, they teach me. I don't know, Gemini. That's just kind of what I'm getting here. What else do we have? Yeah, inner truth. Okay, you went and you spoke to the owl. Like I said, the owl being spirit. Metamorphosis. You went through the change, the life cycle change. I told you. You guys went through a complete cycle. Like, you completed something here. So, congratulations. Shit, Gemini. You are what you think. And that's something that you are aware of. Like, highly aware of. That you are what you think. So, you're very mindful of your thoughts. You know, and maybe that's something that you needed to do. You know, you suddenly realized, like, I'm not talking to myself in a very good way. I'm being very dark. I'm being very negative. I'm being very hard on myself. I'm keeping myself stuck in sadness. I'm keeping myself stuck in angst and, you know, heartbreak or whatever. I need to be the positive light in my life, right? Because nobody is going to do that for me. And I can sit here in the darkness and yes, the spirit will be there with me forever, right? But that's not the purpose here. The purpose is to rise. Like I said, the purpose is to expand. The purpose is to grow. And you know that. So this is inevitable, that even no matter how many times you go down to the darkness, no matter how many times you go to the dark night of soul, no matter how many times you have to face this, you'll always rise, Gemini. That's your inner truth. You know that. You know, it's like Geminis, you as a collective might have felt for the majority of your life that you don't really have anybody to depend on. You got to depend on yourself. Nobody gets you. Nobody understands you. Lone wolf type of status. But you know what? That's actually done you well. Because you can pull yourself out of damn near anything. And you know that it doesn't matter what life throws at you, you are going to survive. You know that. You know you're going to survive. You know you're going to thrive. You know you're going to be okay. Magnetism through gratitude, and you are grateful for that. You do look at the bigger picture. That's one of your biggest gifts, I feel like, Gemini. You know, you look at the bigger picture. You're able to keep it positive. You're able to resolve and reconcile things within yourself and bring it back up to the surface. I don't know, Gemini. I like the energy here. We have opportunity is a knocking, which I told you it is coming through that transformation that you've had. There is some victory that is happening here for you, but also victories that are coming through. So keep an eye out for that. All right, Gemini, that has been your reading. And I do hope it helps. I hope it resonates. I hope it does something. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.